Hello everyone, welcome back to Humble Acres. So today we are going to try to finish up buttoning up the engine here. We're going to rebuild carb, get that on, get the water pump painted, put that on. I have some new oil lines coming, so we'll get that on. We'll make a new bracket for the oil filter. I did find I do have an original oil pressure switch on one of the other engines, so we're going to go grab that. Get the water heater hose, I believe, stuff hooked back up here. Oh, we need to clean up the distributor, get that on, clean up the starter, put that on. I think that would be pretty much it for the engine here. So want to try to get all that. It might be a bonus to get the clutch slave cylinder on there as well. I also need to drain the oil, take the oil pan off, and we need to clean up the oil pan. And I got the new gasket from Toyota here. So I just want to show you the difference between a Toyota gasket and a junk one. So here are two different oil pan gasket sets. Can you guess which one is the Toyota one? Is it the one that is in 4 different pieces that you somehow have to glue together? Or is it the one that has molded end pieces that's already all put together for you? Which one could it possibly be? So yeah, this is the difference in buying a cheap gasket that comes in 4 separate pieces compared to a genuine Toyota one that is all one piece already, and you don't have to worry about gluing it together, I assume. I guess that's what they expect you to do, but it doesn't come with any glue. So then you're stuck trying to like figure out how this goes on there and then fold it over. Maybe they expect you just to put this on there and then put some silicone in the corners and don't actually glue it, but that just seems like a nightmare to me. So just get Toyota stuff, at least for the gaskets. Toyota gaskets are so much better. So if you're looking for that, it's right here. At my local dealership, it cost me $40 and some cents for that gasket, which honestly is not that bad. That's including tax and everything. I'm willing to pay for that just so I don't have to deal with this nightmare. So I'm probably never going to use this, and it's going to go back in this pile of junk. So this is the Fel Pro gasket set. I don't recommend it because that also had the valve cover gasket in it that was awful. So valve cover gasket from Fel Pro is terrible as well. Don't get them. They're not worth it. Just buy Toyota stuff. All right, let's see how much water comes out of here. Hopefully none. For how well it ran, I doubt there is, but you never know. This is gonna make a bit of a splash. Don't get me all oily, please. Ooh, there we go. Not bad. Doesn't seem to be any metal in it, so that's a good thing. And there's no water, so that's even better thing. It's got a copper crush gasket on there, so that's good. It's all looking good. Now to me, that sure looks like a brand new clutch. That's kind of crazy. It seriously looks brand new. What in the world? I don't understand. I mean, that looks brand new. Like, there's no rust really. Like, yeah, that cannot be that old. The stuff's just in way too good of condition. Well, it's really good. I'm just very surprised to see that. So, oh yeah, Asian stamped on it right there. So, I mean, that's great. I'm really happy about that. Got it out. What do we got under here? Everything's looking good. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. It's not all rusty, so that's a good sign. Alright, I got the oil pan all cleaned up and degreased. The inside's all clean as well. There was a little bit of sludge in the bottom, but nothing too bad. There wasn't any glitter or anything like that in there. So I also got the flywheel cover cleaned up. Have to acetone both of those and then we'll get those painted. But now I wanted to go through the carburetor and deal with that. It's gonna need a lot of cleaning and yeah. But I don't think I'm actually gonna record it all because I probably recorded this before when I did my other one, so you can go back and find that. So I'm gonna get this rebuilt and we'll go from there. And bam, carburetor is all clean, as clean as I could get anyway. It's looking nice. So I already got that mounted up there. I got new gaskets on here. I resurfaced the insulator here. I got the oil pan on there. I can see the gasket all the way around. All the bolts are in. Everything's snugged up good. And I think we're ready to put some oil in it. We need to remake this bracket. But when I was looking at this oil filter bracket, this piece that's welded onto this other piece here, it actually looks like that was the original thing that went there. So I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm just gonna get another piece of metal and then copy these holes here, which that's not even a hole, but make 3 holes, tap them, and then we need to make 3 or 4 more holes that are actually right here, and then that'll bolt onto here, and then that plate will bolt into these 4 holes here, and everything should look factory again. While that's drying, we need to take this apart. I believe that's probably like a 12 or something. Alright, so these are the ones I got. Are they the same length? Probably should have just opened one, but if anything, they're slightly longer, so those should work good. They didn't come with any copper gaskets, so we'll be reusing those, of course. So that's good. We need to get this filter off of here. Sure, that's not gonna be easy. Probably should have taken that off first, but oh, there's a bunch of oil coming out of that. Imagine that. I just got some plugs to plug those. I'm assuming this is gonna leak everywhere as soon as I get this off of here, but there we go. All right. Now that's loose. We'll take it over to the oil pan and get this out. That actually wasn't it wasn't actually full of oil. A lot of it already drained out, so I'm gonna get this cleaned up in the parts cleaner here, and then we'll go from there. Let's get this bracket on here. Hopefully everything lines up. I did test fit this, so should be fine. That's on. I got this all painted up, looking good. So now we're gonna bolt this on here. Hopefully everything lines up and fits. Seems like it's going to. I didn't actually test this one. It's gonna be close. Hopefully it'll work. Alright, they're all started, that's good. Alright. That looks good. Looks way better than the other one that was on there. Get a line on here. Somehow. Okay, and the other one. So now I need to figure out which line goes where. Because one goes like that, the other one goes like that, but I don't remember which one goes where. Let's see, this is probably the return, because that goes into the crankcase. So the pressure probably comes from here, which this should be the pressure relief. I finally got both of these started. I actually had to tap this hole a little bit more because the start of these threads were a little smaller than the start of these adapters, so I just had to, because it's a tapered thread, so I just had to tap it a little bit deeper and it widened the thread out and I was able to get it started then. So now the in goes on here. Like that, and then the out, probably should tighten these up here first. Okay. This one. Nice and tight. And this one will turn this way. Like so. And then we'll get those tight as well. Alright, now we're going to get our oil filter on here. So once it touches, filter says to go 3/4 of a turn. It's right there. So that's all done. Oil filter system is all new. So that all looks really nice now. I'm really happy with how all that turned out. Alright, so now we need to get the oil pump on. We need to do the distributor and the starter. So why don't we do, or not the oil pump, water pump. So I want to clean up this water pump. It's pretty rusty and you can see a lot of just junk in there. I was able to get these two screws off, surprisingly. So yeah. Alright, let's seal this back up. I'm sure everyone has a thought on this as well, so leave it in the comments. I had a gasket, and so I just smeared the gasket on both sides, so hopefully this will seal. But that's the goal. Let's get this started in here. Perfect. Just what I wanted to do. We need to... Oh, that's not started. Okay, perfect. Everything's going exactly how I was hoping. Can this get started? Okay, that one is started. How about this one? Okay, I think that's started. Yep, alright, perfect. Alright, I decided to restore the starter by just wiping it down, and it looks really good. It actually is originally green, which I thought was kind of crazy, but it came out really nice and the bolts look like brand new as well, so let's get that put on. Alright, now we need to clean up this distributor. It's in a pretty yucky situation here, so let's get it cleaned up. And it's done. It took a lot longer than I thought it would. Multiple days, but I wasn't working on it the whole time. It took me that long to get it all done, but I took it all apart, cleaned everything off, and it looks really good now. So let's get it back on there. So I got a picture of how it was, and I haven't rotated the engine at all. So I'm going to line it up and hopefully get it back in there correctly. I gotta pull this paper towel out of here though. It's stuck in there good. It's like it's been in there for a month. Oh man, that is in there tight. Alright. Got it. Alright, I can see the little slit down at the bottom, so it's about like this. And this should line up, hopefully. See my picture real quick. Looks about right. Maybe like that more, I don't know. I'm sure it'll line up. Actually, I feel like, yeah, that gear needs to start in there, which will turn it, so it actually probably needs to start this way a little more. And it'll, like that. That's it. It's in there. And that plate goes on there, and then we can turn it. And we can tighten that bolt up once we get it set where we need it, but we need to put these bolts in first. Alright, so I'm just going to clean this cap up. Everything was working when I took it off, so we're just going to clean things up and hopefully it'll look fine. It should. Maybe. It'll look okay. It doesn't need to be brand new if it's working. This is a budget restoration. Got these all wiped down and cleaned up. So let's take this back over there and get all these put on. Alright, so this is cylinder 1 here. And the firing order is actually over here on the intake manifold. So it'll go 1, 5, 3, 6, 2, 4. So that will go up to here for the coil. That's it. I'm sure somebody's going to say you're not showing any of the restoration part. So I'm going to show you how I take the thermostat housing here and make it look new again. So this is how it looks now. Pretty disgusting. Kind of gross in there. And this is how we're going to make it look good. First we need to get these bolts out, and they are stuck in there. So we're first going to heat them up, which is not really in the best spot for that. So this one, it's actually on the inside there, maybe you can see that. So we need to heat that up. A little warm. See if we can get this off of here. It's turning. Hopefully it's going to come out. That's the scary part. I think that actually is out. It's just kind of stuck in there. Now we're going to do the other side. This is open on the bottom, so once we get it spinning we can put some penetrating fluid in there and that'll loosen it up a little more. Lubricate it a little. It's probably fine. Yeah, I don't think it's moving. Yeah, it's not moving. That's not good. More heat, I guess. see if it moves now. No, it's not moving. That is not good. No. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Really don't want to break it off because that's just a huge pain in the butt. There it comes. There's just a lot of corrosion in there. Can't believe we got that out. I don't think that one's actually going to come out. Let's flip it back over, see if we can get this to come out. Or if we can get it to move. I think it actually is moving. Yeah, it is moving. It takes a while, but the more patience you have doing this, the more time you'll save doing it the hard way. This is easy compared to trying to drill out the bolt and get an extractor that never works in there and, you know, all that junk. It's nice and easy now. I think it's working. I think that's off. It's hot though. Let's see. Got it. Oh man. Threads still look good too. Thank heavens. The thermostat out, probably reuse that. I might actually test it and make sure it's okay. Get a new gasket. I don't know if we have that other gasket. Oh yeah, it's right there. Probably gonna need a new one of those. That looks awful. Alright, now we gotta get this bolt out because it's actually stuck in this housing because of the corrosion around it. That's the same thing that happened to that other one. So it is turning though, so that's a good thing. So I think what we're gonna do is just keep spinning it and put this in here. Hopefully it'll work its way in there and I'll be able to get it out. That'll dog some heat. Put that nut back on there. I don't want to mess the threads up. But maybe I could do that and hammer a little. Looks like we're getting there. It's definitely coming out. Do this. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. Push on this maybe. Got it. It's so disgusting. So those are all free now of their bolts. So now we can start wire brushing and getting them cleaned up. For this inner part in here where there's a lot of buildup, I'm just gonna take a screwdriver and kind of just chip away at all that. Get most of the big stuff out. So I think what I'm going to do, I haven't been using my power stuff for this, but for this inside stuff I think it's going to work out really well actually. So I'm just going to use this little thing in the drill. I think that's going to work out really well for this. And that's it. That is how I've pretty much made every single one of these look new again. Well, at least close to new. So, I think, well, let's see. It goes on like this. So, now I need new gaskets. And you could paint this. I could take the paint I used for the intake, I could spray paint this and make it look brand new again, but I don't know if I really want to do that on this. I don't know. I guess it would match the intake then. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that, but you can see it's like in really good shape just by doing the wire brush on everything. The inside looks all cleaned up. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll get that put back together. Maybe I'll paint it, maybe I won't. I also need to clean up the bolts here. As you can see, they are pretty well messed up. So I'll probably just get the wire brush and get that. I might also put the dye over that and just chase the threads, make sure those are cleared up. But yeah, just really wire brush them and they will be like new again. And here's the after. Got the threads all shined up. Heads are looking good again. I had to do a new washer, a new lock washer on one of them because it was actually broken half. So, yep. These are all good now. Should be able to get this all put back together. And I do want to test this before I put it back in there just to make sure that it's working fine. Alright, so we're back. I just left off getting this all cleaned up. I went and ordered this gasket and this gasket from Toyota. And this one is from that Felpro set, and I'm just going to use it, which you probably don't even need to use this. Just put some sealant around here, which honestly I'll probably just end up doing that. Just putting some silicone sealant around there and calling it good, because that's probably just a failure point. So, but these other two I think are more necessary. We want to get these in here, and hopefully they will be correct. So this goes in here, and then this one sits right there, and this one sits right here, and then this goes on top, and that's how that goes together. So let's get this all put together and then we'll get it put on here, and that should be it for that. Got some of this high temp gasket maker, so should be plenty fine for what we're doing here. Hopefully we won't need a whole lot because we don't want it oozing out and plugging the port, so that wouldn't be good. I think that's pretty good. So a nice thin coat on there, and now let's get this put on. Yeah, that goes on way better. All right, that should be good to go. So in case you've been wondering why my videos are so far apart, I've been doing some other things in the meantime. So last week, or 2 weeks ago, I think now? Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I actually went and bought a new car. Well, a new to me car. So I replaced my Civic. I still have the Civic, but I probably am just gonna end up selling it. I'm probably not gonna do the engine swap, all-wheel drive swap that I wanted to do. It's just not practical enough for me every day, and this one is a lot safer. Gets better gas mileage. It gets almost average of like 40, so that's pretty cool. Still a manual transmission, which I really like. And yeah, it's gonna be way nicer. Yeah, I've just been doing a lot of other little things and just haven't been recording a lot of it. I am going to do an update video for this year, or like my goals for this year soon. So if you're wondering what I'm actually going to be doing this year, that video will be coming out hopefully soon. I haven't actually started recording it yet, but I have an idea of what I actually want to put in it. I have some pretty fun projects this year that I think a lot of you will enjoy. The FJ, it's always going to be here, and I'll probably put videos of it into my other mix of videos, but probably just been a lot of FJ videos recently, and not a lot of my subscribers want to see videos on the FJ, so I understand the views haven't been as good as they have been, which that's also part of me not uploading videos regularly, so YouTube doesn't like that. This is coming along really nice though. I really like how this is. Yeah, I don't feel like I've made a lot of progress in this video, but it was just a lot of buttoning up little things on the engine here. And yeah, from here we got a lot more to go. I have no idea what we're gonna do next. I did get all of the gasket stuff for the front axle to redo all of these joints. So that will be coming up. I don't know when we're actually going to be doing that video, but I did get all the stuff to do that. I've been trying to buy parts in advance before I need them, so I won't have to wait on them. That's also why this video has taken so long, is I would get to a point and then I'd have to wait for parts to come in, and then yeah, it just delays everything, so it's kind of annoying. I'm really hoping the weather changes now, but it's still mid-February, so we still have at least a month before it's going to be nice out. So I don't know. I'm trying here, and I really just want to do better quality videos as well. I might not do as many videos this year as I have in the past. I probably won't upload every single week like I did last year. I really did a lot last year, and I plan on doing about the same amount as last year, but we have some big projects coming up and some new farming things that will be coming up too. I don't think I've shown it, but you can actually see it right there. We have that to do this year, so that will be fun. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to farming stuff again, if you're even watching this video. If you enjoy my content, I wouldn't mind if you would just subscribe and see more of it. I don't really ask for that very often, but if you enjoy the videos, it definitely helps the channel by subscribing. We're actually almost to 10,000 subscribers, which is crazy. I think we're less than 100 away. So that'd be kind of cool to hit 10,000. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.